In this short video, I'm going to give you some ideas for how you can create your cold email templates for sales prospecting. Before I do that, I want to show you an example of a cold email that I receive every day from salespeople, and it goes something like this. Hello, Mr. Prospect. I hope you're doing well. I'm with such and such company. We provide this product, this service. Our services do this. I'd like to schedule a meeting with you to discuss your needs and see if our services are a fit for you. Something like that. This is what I would call a product pushing cold email. And I don't think it's good or optimum for a couple reasons. One is it's all about me and it's trying to sell my product. Your prospect is going to receive a lot of emails like this throughout the day. The other thing that I think is not great about this is that unless I am actively trying to purchase what you're selling, meaning I'm currently looking to replace my current vendor and you happen to email me with the same service, if that's not the scenario, this email will likely not grab my attention. I might delete it instantly or I might not respond to it. Let me give you some tips on how you can improve this. To understand why so many salespeople send that type of email, and I'll call that email a product selling sales pitch. Product pushing sales pitch really focuses on the company. This is the company I work for, this is what we sell, this is how it works, this is how much it costs, and the goal really of every communication is to try to close the sale. So as you saw in that example email, it wasn't necessarily like the email was asking for the order, but it's asking for a meeting to discuss if that prospect needs and wants to purchase what they're selling. What we recommend is changing more towards a consultative selling sales pitch, which is instead of talking about the products, talk about the benefits and improvements that the products help to deliver. Talk to the prospect about the problems that the product can help to resolve or common problems that prospects might have that need your product or service. Ask some good questions around what types of problems and challenges the prospect has, or if the prospect has the challenges that you can help to resolve. If you differ in some sort of way, highlight that. Share some customer examples of how you've helped other people. Communicate the ROI that you can deliver. And instead of always trying to close the sale and validate a need, focus on the goal of always trying to start the conversation and keep conversations going. So we personally believe that the right side is much better than the left, and when you're trying to create your cold emails, you can create emails that fit it with the right side over the left. Now I do want to point out the reason why most salespeople that email me and are emailing prospects every day send emails that look like the left side or align with the left side is that the left side of this is easier. It's easier to create an email about your company and your product because you already have all this knowledge in your head and you can rattle off all these details pretty quickly. The right side needs a little thought. You really have to kind of stop selling and stop to think about, okay, how does what I sell help my buyer? What problems am I helping to fix? You kind of have to stop and organize your thoughts, but once you do, you can use all those really powerful details to create really great cold email messages, and let me show you what that looks like. Here's an email template for a cold email. This is actually produced by our software called SalesScripter. But this is a pre-call email. It's called Value Focus. So this kind of really hits on that one item of benefits. So the subject line is centered around benefits or is a benefit point. But the cold email goes something like this. Hello, Mr. Prospect. The reason why I'm reaching out is that I'm with TechLight and we help businesses to improve web design, traffic conversion rates, improve web traffic, improve SEO, generate more leads. We help to improve all those areas, and that's why I'm reaching out to you. Are you available for a brief meeting? So a very short, laser-focused, cold email. Now I will say that this is not designed necessarily so that it's going to work perfectly and that when you send this to someone they're going to reply every time, that they're going to reply asking for a quote. More so, this email is designed to not be the product pushing type of message that gets instantly deleted or doesn't get even any attention. So it doesn't trigger guardedness because it's more consultative selling, and right away it might trigger a little interest or curiosity, because if someone needs those types of improvements, you're going to be speaking their language and connect with them. Now, they still might not respond, so you still might need to call them or follow up with another email, but this is definitely going to be part of a mix of prospecting messages that's going to take you in a better direction. Now, one thing I want to point out is that when someone sends a cold email that's the product message that's centered around these things and the prospect doesn't reply, and I'm speaking from my own experience, what the salesperson typically does is they send version number 2 that is exactly the same as email 1 with these same details again, saying, I don't know if you didn't see my email, but I'm with this company and we sell this. Another thing that they might do is just sort of apply pressure to the follow-up, redirecting you back to the original message. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the message. I never heard back. I know you're swamped. I'm just trying to follow up again. I want to check in with you again. And so these are actual email messages that I've received as their email number 2 attempt. If I didn't reply to the first product pushing message, odds are that when you send the product pushing message again the second time, I'm probably not going to respond, and I'm definitely probably not going to respond if you send your pushy redirect back to your first message. So what I want to show you with that consultative approach, the really neat thing here is that what we can do is we can create a cold email for each line, an item that's on the right side. So you can create an email that focuses on benefits, an email that focuses on pain, an email that focuses on differentiation and whatnot. So let me show you what that looks like. Here's another email that's fairly similar to the first template that I showed you, but it's actually totally different information. It's a similar format, but the subject line is a pain point instead of a benefit, and then it's reaching out saying, the reason why I'm reaching out to you is we know businesses like yours have these challenges, and then you list out some challenges and bullet points. We help to improve those, and that's why I'm reaching out to you. Are you available for a meeting? It's really brief. It's designed to not be that product pushing, pushy salesperson. It's designed to be more consultative. And if you notice, it's slightly different than the first one. So if you send the value message and someone doesn't reply, well, here's a really nice way to follow up with them with a slightly different message, so you're not just saying the same thing. And so you can actually continue on with all the rest of those items in the consultative approach, and you could have a third email that's your name drop, a fourth email that has some questions that you need to ask, and then maybe in email 5 you start to get to some details around the product you sell in terms of differentiation or ROI, and then maybe a last attempt email number 6. So this is a different approach. It's more consultative, but these are all cold emails, and this can be better than that product message as the first attempt. If they don't reply, then you just send again another product message number 2. So what I want to show you, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to organize your thoughts if you want to do this and think about the benefits and customer examples and pain points. I want to actually show you how we can help you with that. And if I take you to SalesScripter, you'll notice that what SalesScripter does is it takes you through this workflow of questions that's going to help you to identify and brainstorm those particular points. So you see here benefits and pain points and questions. So the software actually takes you through a workflow process where you can brainstorm and organize those thoughts. Maybe those thoughts already exist in your head, or the tool can help you to think of new stuff that you haven't thought of before. And what it does is it then links all your answers here in these boxes to the sales playbook, and one of the pages over here is actually prospecting emails. So you have this whole library of email templates, and you'll notice that some of these are pre-call emails. So the topic here today that we're sharing with you is cold emails. These are all cold emails, and you'll notice that these actually align with that list that I showed you: benefits, problems, customer example, questions to ask. So, and this is exactly what I showed you in that slide. This is one of those templates that I showed you, and this is all produced by the software. So you could either create that template example that I showed you, or you could go to SalesScripter and plug in your answers and use the tool to brainstorm your thoughts, and then the software will give you all of these templates. Now, one thing I want to show you is that I showed you how you could string 6 emails together into what we call an email thread. We've actually done all of the work for you with that. And so this is a 6 email thread where all those email templates are already strung together, and we've included all the language that ties one to another. So this email number 2 has the I want to follow up with you. Email number 3 is one of the reasons why I'm reaching out. And so these are already designed to kind of go together. Now you can download these and you send these out of whatever system you want to send them out of, but you can actually deliver these emails out of SalesScripter. So if you click send this email, then you're taken to a page where you can make any changes, you can delete an email, you can adjust the time frame. So these are set to go out 1 per week. You could change that to 2 weeks, 2 days, whatever you want. You could add more emails, and so you can customize this. But the key thing is that the software will automate the delivery of all these emails. It will also notify you when prospects open emails and click on links. So I hope that helps you get some ideas as to how you can improve your cold emails and cold email templates. And if you're looking for more help or a library of templates, be sure to check out SalesScripter. Hope this helps. Happy hunting.